Okay. So we're gonna start with Ramatra. I'm gonna vote that he is menace tier right
Menace.
now. Yeah, I just when he's an alt, even though it's only lasts 20 seconds, it still feels like an
I'm
eternity.
suffering.
Yeah, we are just always fucking suffering. So I've gotta put Ramatra in menace tier to start out with. What do you guys
He's
think?
just solid.
You
I
guys,
agree.
He's a good pick if you know how to play him.
if you know how to play him, yeah.
Some of
So
the people who play him don't really know how to counter his cooldowns properly, so if
so
you're
you
good with him, definitely a menace.
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel. I feel like that kind of leads me to the next person. Fist, I would say in the current meta,
I'd say overplayed.
yeah, I don't think Doomfist is. I mean, if you if
He's
you're a
like in the
Masters
middle.
player, it's a different story and have 2,000 hours on or like 1,000 hours on
Are you trying
Doomfist.
to
It's
say
a
something?
different story. But
Okay.
but I would say generally right now overplayed, aka B tier. Just don't think he's that good, considering the other tanks that are around right now. Any thoughts? Additional thoughts? Comments?
We
Anything?
want to hear from the Doom main himself.
Yeah, we might as well. We
I
gotta.
have I wouldn't say he's overplayed. I don't really see many people
Okay.
knowing or playing him well in ranks beneath like Diamond or Master.
So,
So
so are you
maybe not
trying to say that
overplayed,
That
but
he
case,
goes
I'd
down
put
to
him
definitely
in
mid?
mid
mid.
Are you
tier.
saying he goes to mid?
Well, mid isn't
I know. I mean,
worse than
it's
over. It's
subjective.
different from
It's
If
subjective.
overplayed.
I see a Doomfist on the other team, I don't feel threatened.
But
Because
that's because
the
That's
you're a
because you're
occasional
Sombra.
Sombra,
Doomfist
first of
has
all.
actually cracked, but I play Sombra, so I completely shut down a Doomfist.
Exactly. Which is why
All right.
there's a reason you don't feel threatened.
Well, I think mid's a good place. I think that's a great place for Doomfist. I think mid is a good
That's
spot.
exactly what I just said.
I am gonna put. I'm gonna put. I think I'm gonna put Winston in overplayed. I don't think he's that great right now. I don't think he's bad. Like in a well coordinated dive, like comp, he can be very good. But is unless you are like really in the top tier ranks and everybody's using voice, which obviously doesn't happen that often on console, then
No.
I would say that he would be probably A tier, almost S tier if paired with maybe like a Lucio and like Lucio Moira Tracer. You know, he
You
could
know who's a
be
menace when
really
paired with Lucio?
insane.
Reinhardt or Junker Queen?
Okay, okay. Well, we'll get to those. Right now we got Winton and overplayed. Any objections? Any
If it's me
Nope.
playing Winton, needs help. If it's
Dog shit.
anybody who's coordinated enough to use Winton, I think, yeah, he's kind of in the middle. If I'm playing Winton, I feed.
Okay. Well,
Facts.
I
If
think just
if you know
from
how to play Winton, you can make him work. But he's not Ramatra type.
yeah, I would say most of the time when I play against the Winston, I'm not really
Threatened.
be threatened or affected that much. He's never like popping off. He may not die very often, but he's also not getting a ton of picks. So I would say that because of that, it's not that he's mid, like he's just a trash pick, but I think he's just overplayed because he just doesn't give enough to the team if not in the right comp. I think that
Plus, his ultimate is so hard to get value out of.
yeah, I mean, and it takes
Monkey
time.
ult and I laugh.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to Diva. I I actually think she's probably A tier. I
Hot as
think
fuck.
she's fucking solid. I mean, we'll get to that because we got some other tier lists we're gonna make after this. But right now, I think Diva is solid. Her matrix counters. It feels like almost every ult in the game, every ability, everything. Like she's just very good. Into she plays well into Ramatra. You know, can eat up fire strikes from from Ryan, who's also pretty meta at the time. Also, can kind of shut down Orisa a little bit with a primary fire. So I think she's solid. I think she might even be a little slept on and not played enough unless you join Open Queue where she is literally in every single
I was gonna
match.
say I see Diva everywhere.
Yeah, I see her everywhere in
In
Open
open
Queue.
queue or roll queue?
Yeah, in roll queue not so much, I don't think. But I think
I see her a
she's
good bit
very
in roll
good.
queue.
I think she's very good. Do we have any objections? Do we think she needs to be lower, maybe higher?
Mm.
Uh, I think she is pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
I don't know,
So
if there was an A plus, I'd put her in A plus, but I don't know if I think Ramatra is a better pick all around.
Definitely is a good counter to or pick against her.
Definitely better than Winton.
okay. All
Well,
right.
a Winston that knows how to bubble dance against a diva would be pretty goated.
So we think she's good in motherfucking solid and A tier. Do we
Yeah,
think she's
solid.
menace?
Yeah,
Yes, we think she's
No,
solid.
definitely
I
not
think she's A
Okay.
menace.
tier.
Okay. Junker Queen. Everybody's favorite person to play in non-competitive game modes. I think for me, I think after the last patch, after her last buffs, I think she's solid. She could, well,
I don't think
I don't
she's
know. I'm
quite
going
there
I'm going to
yet.
put her in overplayed because I think she
B,
just needs a couple extra small buffs, like just small
hard B
things,
tier.
small things. Yeah, I think I agree. I think we all agree on JQ. She's good, she's fun, but um, it just might not be the meta for her right now. Maybe I'm wrong for saying that. I don't know. I don't feel like she outperforms right now. Uh, you know, Diva plays really well in the Junker Queen. If you want to go that route. So, um, we all in accordance with that.
Probably the most fun tank to play,
She is very
but she
fun.
can easily get outmatched if the other tank is just better.
Yeah, I would
I,
say
for
that's
one,
true.
would argue that Doomfist is the most fun tank to play.
Yeah, but he takes the longest to learn. I mean, Ball has probably more tech than Doomfist, but we'll get to Ball here in a minute, or in a couple minutes. So, yeah, okay. Well, I think JQ's good there. Risa,
Better
Dog
and
water.
overplayed too.
yeah, I do think she's actually overplayed. I think I see her way more than I should. And after this, the recent nerf to her damage fall off again, so that it's what is it? Is it 15 now instead of 25, or is it
The only
20?
nerf that matters is that she can get hacked out of her ult.
Well, that's what
And
another thing
only
is. I think that does
that's a very specific scenario if the other team plays
exactly.
Sombra.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think that's
If
just a
they don't
small
have the
buff to
Sombra,
Sombra.
it's just not even a factor.
Yeah. So, but I do think that she's overplayed right now. Um, she's I don't know. I'm not threatened by an Orisa anymore. I used to. I'm not. Ryan's super meta right now, and I don't know. He's really good at
I'm
peeling and
still threatened
protecting his
against her.
backline. So, all right. So everybody okay with overplayed? Orisa
Yeah.
overplayed.
Mhm.
Ryan, I think he's A tier. I think he's an easy A tier. I don't think he's that obnoxious, but with the buff to his fire strikes, being able to two shot 200 HP targets, I think it's just very solid right now. Um, especially with the recent buff to Baptiste just yesterday, I think that indirectly buffs Ryan because now he's gonna have 25% HP left. That's kind of huge. Whereas Baptiste is very good with Ryan, so we might see a rush meta with Ryan now, just
Ooh, have
just
you ever seen
because
a
of the
Rhino with a
Baptiste.
Lucio? It's menacing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you could go Lucio Baptiste, and I think Baptiste is that. I think that would be a pretty solid comp for them right now.
Hmm.
Does anybody have any arguments? Maybe you want to put him in S tier right now, or
I don't think he's quite there yet.
no?
You can
I
charge his
think
ult
he's really
so
solid
fast, though.
tank.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of it might depend on how you play Ryan too, because like you could play the defensive Ryan that just kind of stands there and literally holds, the strongest shield in Overwatch, which I think is how he's doing so well right now, is just being a shield rather than an offensive tank like a lot of these other tanks that we're going through today. A lot of them very offensive, or being played very offensive, at least in our games. Um, I would say that he's just solid. I don't think he takes over a game. I mean, every once in a while you have that Ryan one trick that might just absolutely obliterate the entire team somehow, but overall, I don't think I'd put him higher than A tier. I
Oh,
think
I have a clip.
I think he's solid. All right, Zarya. I don't know. She just got that 1 second buff, but I think
That 1 second makes a big difference, I
I
think.
I haven't played with it yet. I haven't played since the new patch, but until then, I think she's just mid. I think with and we'll get to him in a moment, but just with Bastion and seeing Bastion everywhere, especially after his recent buffs with his ultimate, Bastion just rips through Zarya so fast. And just seeing him so much, I don't think Zarya is super great right now. And she
I think she's
require
good because she's effective against Diva.
So do you think? Are you saying that she?
I would put her in overplayed because I'm trying to think, would I really rather have a Winton over Zarya? I think I would rather have Zarya.
Me too. Right over Winton.
Okay, so do you want to switch? Do we want to put Monkey down? How do we do that? Monkey down,
Whatever
Zarya up.
Winton is at, put Zarya above him.
Okay. So
Yeah, I agree
how
with
does
that
that
order
look?
right now.
Does that look good? Okay.
Oh, that's hard. Would I rather have Junker
Overplayed.
Queen or
See,
Winton?
I feel like
Junker Queen for the HP.
Good
When she
point.
uses her rally
I don't.
ability.
Overplayed might just be a like just a very negative connotation to B tier.
I was thinking that. I was like,
Over
we
because
might
it's
have
like
named
I
B
don't.
tier wrong.
Yeah, I mean I don't think that they're. What other name could we come up
Good, but not
We could
strong.
just call it eh.
That
No,
that's
because
that's
that's
what
what
mid
C
is.
tier
Yeah, that's
is.
what mid is.
You can name B like
Good.
okay, well, good if you know how to play them, but not like objectively
Good
good, not
enough.
like meta.
What about we'll say versatile. I think that's a
And name B okay.
well, I don't even know. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just okay.
All right. So B is now
Smiley
okay
face.
tier. Well,
Oh,
hardly. Yeah. Okay. Hog. I think right now he's mid. I think he's mid. I think the nerf the I mean
Who,
after
Wrecking
the
Ball?
no, Hog.
Hog.
Oh,
Hog.
Hog.
Hog, I think he's kind of mid right now. I think he still has a small place if you're in some of the lower ranks and your supports just aren't focusing on giving you resources and stuff. He might be just the pick you need to go with just to survive. But outside of that, he's nowhere near as good as he once was. Thankfully, not saying to bring him back, but I think I think I think mid. I think he's mid. We'll see how the chain, because I think he just got a 1 second buff on his chain cooldown.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
yeah, it's pretty
Pretty
much
much a 1 second.
yeah. It used to be 8 seconds, but it would be like 1 second for the ability to come off. So it was really like 7 seconds. But I think 6 seconds. Easy way for them to explain it. He might be a little bit better, but I don't think I wouldn't put him over Ryan or Zarya or Orisa.
Nah, you can't really one-shot anymore.
Yeah, no. I think that was what made him so good. I mean, whole hog lasts forever, but I'm just not convinced that he's that good right now.
I don't think there's a bad tank right now. There's just some that are better
Roadhog's
than
pretty
others.
bad.
He is bad,
You know
but
what? If he's bad, I'm okay with it. I'm okay having Hog just in the gutter.
we can't put him in D tier for fear that maybe the Overwatch devs are going to see this video and they're gonna buff him because we put him in D tier. So we're gonna put him in C tier.
In C tier.
Just to make just a little bit of insurance. Same thing with Doomfist. Buff Doomfist is no fun. He got insta nerfed the
He's pretty
last
fun.
time. Oh, he's no fun to play against.
Coming from the Doomfist main.
Yeah. All right, next one. Ball. I thought he was an
Menace.
absolute menace before this last patch. I think the mine
I think
timing.
he's still a menace.
I think he's always been a menace if you're a good ball player. But I think that mine timing increasing to 1.25 is kind of nice because that was my biggest complaint was that if you get pile drived, you don't have time to leave. You know, and if you get pile drived and then he ults, or if he ults at the top right before pile drive, you're gonna get knocked up and you're just going to die. I think it takes down his ability to get those quick kills. But I still think he's a menace. I think just the last season's buff, I think he's just insane right now. What about
If he
everybody
knows
else?
where the megas are, he can become unkillable.
Exactly. If he knows where the megas are. That is true, because he doesn't require a lot of resources if he knows where all the megas are and can just cycle them. Got anything to say? What do you want me to call you? Ron?
Long dog.
Ron? Wrong, Long John?
What is it?
Wrecking Ball? You got any insight on Wrecking Ball? You think he's a menace, or maybe you don't think he's that good?
I don't think he's that good. I mean, I think a lot of people just don't focus the wrecking ball. They always think someone else will take care of him.
Okay,
And that's what makes him sort of unkillable.
but where's the line that you cross where it's too much focus? That you end up just dying because you're not focusing on the rest of the team because he's just tearing up your back line. Like,
That's why you should have like at least one DPS, like poke him until he leaves or fucks off or dies.
yeah. From what I understand,
Why you need a Sombra.
the way top
Or Sombra to just hack him.
the way top 500 are handling him is they're actually running Briggs in because, just going to give him the Discord. You ping him after you've Discorded him, and Brig can just kind of use her Whiplash to knock him back away from Zen. So, kind of protects the other support as she's supposed to. So I think they've kind of found a workaround, and apparently that's very annoying for players to go against.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not a menace though.
You don't think he's a menace?
I don't think he's a menace.
All right, we'll put him in solid then.
A tier is definitely good.
Yeah. Okay. Sigma. I think he's the most balanced tank in the game, and I think he has been for a while. If you just rotate his cooldowns and you get a little bit of resources, I mean, he's pretty self-sustaining with his grasp and his shield. But I think personally he's just very solid right now. I play Sigma into any of those tanks in OK or C tier or no B tier or C tier. What do you guys think?
I do not know how to play Sigma.
Yeah, you don't
No
play a
comment.
lot of Sigma. Yeah, I think he's solid. I think he's even S tier, menace tier on things like Circuit Royale and Junkertown. Like I think the map playing to his advantages makes him that much stronger. But overall, I would say since we're not just rating them on those two maps, then I would just put him A tier.